Of the pitch where you think it might be a slight mismatch in terms of Inter being on top. Very strange clearance there from Ederson. Maybe they have been slightly unsettled by this Inter start.
By a huge roar from the Inter fans, that one. Ederson putting the ball straight out of play. Left-footed clearance was sliced out for this throw, almost level with the edge of their own penalty area. Denzel Dumfries is waiting to take it. Edin Dzeko is an obvious target in the middle. Facing his former club for the first time tonight. Dumfries, the Dutchman, gets really decent height and distance on that throw. It's cleared out to the edge of the penalty area, and Matteo Darmian, who hoists it high. Ederson was perhaps waiting for the ball to go out of play. It didn't, as he was challenged for it by Lautaro Martinez. And John Stones now still has work to do with Martinez back on his feet. Ball goes out of play. There's a little bit of afters between the two of them, but there was another nervous moment for Ederson at Manchester City.
I'm not sure Pep Guardiola will like that. It was an awful shot from Matteo Darmian, but City players all stopped and thought it was going to go out of play. Lautaro Martinez didn't, and got himself behind the line, behind the goal line, to then head it before it had gone out of play, and it could have been a really horrible moment. And I wonder whether Guardiola might just be talking to his back four. He is such a perfectionist that you can't assume things in a Champions League final, you know. And I think they did there, and that could have been a very, very bad moment for them.
It's been far from straightforward for Manchester City in the opening dozen minutes of the match. Still 0-0 in the UEFA Champions League final. Here's Nathan Ake on the halfway line for them. Into the feet of John Stones. Rodri coming under pressure from Barella. Stones going down from the initial move. He will get the free kick. It was Lautaro Martinez and Hakan Çalhanoğlu, a combination of the two really that caught him. So those in the lightest shade of blue back on the ball. Again reverting to their own half to maintain possession. Here is Nathan Ake, an unused substitute in the final 2 years ago. Maybe the one surprise started today. Jack Grealish falls back again into his own territory. Denzel Dumfries with him. Grealish was able to maintain possession for his side before he gets back to his feet. Bernardo Silva plays it forward. Little flick on by Gundogan, who was looking for Erling Haaland. Cut out by Bastoni at the back for Inter. Lautaro Martinez into the run of Dimarco. It was a well-weighted ball. Holds up for Federico Dimarco to get the cross in. Deep one misses out. Dzeko in the middle. Barella will try and return it. Nathan Ake is in the way, and it cannons away off the Dutch international defender for an Inter corner here.
Feel the belief growing, and come back to a quote in La Gazzetta dello Sport from Arrigo Sacchi, who won this competition twice with Milan. Talking, he said, an aggressive Inter can scare Manchester City. And that's exactly what it's been in this opening 15 minutes. All over the pitch, every time a City player gets the ball, there's an Inter player slightly shoving them, going into a challenge with them, trying to upset them within the laws of the game, and then having the quality on the ball. And if they can keep this up, then right now you can see them scoring the first goal of the final.
Good spell for them, isn't it? And a promising opportunity from the set piece here. Dimarco and Çalhanoğlu both standing either side of it. Dimarco to the right of the ball is the one that takes it and does so short into the path of Barella, who will whip it in right-footed towards the middle. Packed penalty area though, and Manchester City are able to clear it away. And Inter will be forced all the way back actually to Andre Onana midway inside his own half of the field to pick up possession. And they'll build from the back this time.
Love that phrase, all the way back, when it's Andre Onana, and then you think, oh, he's basically popped up on
he's in midfield.
Halfway. I mean, one of the best. You think of him and Ederson. I mean, you think they probably could start in central midfield. Actually, they're such gifted footballers as well as goalkeepers.
Much longer towards Lautaro Martinez here. Andre Onana, who of course grew up in the Barcelona academy when Pep Guardiola was the first team coach. The break here for Lautaro Martinez. It did so favourably for him. Then goes down hoping for a free kick, which wasn't forthcoming. Manchester City able to clear the danger and now maybe break themselves. This is Bernardo Silva taking over. Inter have now had time to get players back in position behind the ball again as City go crossfield from right to left. Jack Grealish brings it under control. Challenge comes in quickly. Still look it away from him. It's frantic stuff in this opening quarter of an hour, as it was always likely to be, I guess.
You just wonder how long they can keep this intensity up. They've been all over this giant pitch at the Ataturk Olympic Stadium. Every time a City player gets it, there is at least one Nerazzurri shirt right next to him. It's quite suffocating, this from Inter at the moment. And you heard the applause there. That's Simone Inzaghi who is applauding his team, and Pep Guardiola is now trying to. You know, we're so used to seeing City in the opening 20-25 minutes. We always talk about, will they blow their opposition away? Actually, at the moment, they're kind of on the back foot.
Total Dumfries waiting to take this throw. 0-0 in the Champions League final. UEFA Champions League Matchday Live. UEFA.com and the Champions League app. Live across North America as well on Sirius XMFC. 16 minutes in, and it hasn't started in the fashion that many might have predicted. And for that, Inter take great credit. Simone Inzaghi will take great heart. Pep Guardiola made the point, didn't he, before the game, that when it's 0-0, Manchester City can't afford to think they're losing, because when it's 0-0, Inter will feel they're winning. But the way that they've approached it, the positive way that the Nerazzurri have approached it early on, suggests that they would not settle for that in these early stages. They want a lead to try and protect here. They're battling forward on this near side with Brozovic. Their right-hand side goes out for the throw. Grealish thought about taking it quickly. It looks like he will leave it here.
I think we're also seeing, though, why this is such a special City team, because for all of the brilliance, they also have that brawn as well. They have Haaland at one end, they have Diaz and Rodri. They are physically very formidable, and they are able to stand up to this type of opposition at the moment. We haven't seen Ederson have a save to make, and it's a